Alright, what's going on YouTube? I had just uploaded a video about the medium cutting laser, and I briefly talked about the crystals that you need to actually run and operate the medium cutting laser for mining. This video is going to be caveating onto that and showing you how to get the crystals. I'm going to be viewing several different sites. I'm not exactly sure which ones I'm going to be able to find, but whatever ones I find, I'll throw up a picture later on in the video of when I'm doing it. That way you can kind of get the idea what's there. And yes, I'm going to be in a mall, which is a cruiser, but a lot of these sites you can actually do inside of a reaver or even a reflex. You just have to play it smart. So don't think that because I'm at a site you can't do it. That being said, during the video, if it seems like I'm skipping around a lot, it's because I am. I'm editing my video because of OPSEC reasons. I can't quite divulge certain corp secrets for Reapers that I'm currently in. Without further ado, let's get to our first site. Ah, there's no cache. Oh, wait, yeah, there's one. Okay, cool. So we actually could have some crystals here. Alright, so this is a wrecked inculcator site, I want to say. If I remember correctly when I warped in. Um, if you're in a smaller ship, obviously you want to warp at you want to warp into like 50 and start picking them off from afar. Me, I'm in a cruiser, so I'm not really worried about it. They're not going to do enough damage to actually hurt me. What we're looking for when we land at the site is this drifting cache. That drifting cache right there, that's going to have our loot. Even though we need this cache, what we're going to do is go ahead and kill these guys to hopefully get some feral data so we can make some lux. That's what we want right there. That feral data. That's how we get our lux. Alright, time to get them crystals. About to be Mr. White from Breaking Bad. If I could stop bouncing around, that is. Come on! You can do it! Get there! Awesome. That's a good haul. That's a good haul. First one, got 9 crystals. Alright, so got another site. This is a crumbling mining platform. And I've gotten crystals from here before, so we're going to see if we're lucky and get another one. Last time I was here, I had to shoot these guys, inert drones, which will actually turn out to be live drones once you fire at them. You see it disappeared. Don't worry, it's still here. Just got to get up in there and we'll see it. You could also try and loot them, but they'll just disappear when they get close and turn into an actual drone. They'll attack you. So I just go ahead and shoot at them and see if I can't, go ahead and convert them to where I can hit them from range versus getting all up close on them. That way they don't completely just try and decimate me. You can easily do the sight in a reflex, easily, with just an autocannon. If you have a coil gun, that will work too. Reaver, for sure, could easily do it. And obviously, Maul is not going to have any problem whatsoever. Oh, there he was. He was hiding. See? Sorry about the crappy camera angle. We're going to go ahead and just... Boop! Go ahead and loot this guy. Go ahead and target this other guy. Get him turned into a bad guy. Oh, no crystals there. And look, hey, you don't have to make fun of me for how I load my guns, okay? I know there's faster ways of doing it, but me personally, I like to take my ammo, put it in my gun. You know what I mean? Just leave me alone, okay? Ah, none there. Tell you what, just in case they changed it, I'm gonna try and open this guy. That way you can see firsthand what he does. Okay, so that was a bust. I'm gonna put this in the video anyway, just in case. Like, you can give it a check, because I have gotten crystals here before, unless they changed the loot table. But I think it's worth mentioning for you to check it out, just in case. I'm gonna put this in the video. But I'm gonna go ahead and warp to the next location. Alright, we got our next location. It was actually one right beside this one. We're gonna go check out this ruined inculcator site, and we should get some crystals here. Oh, this one's a little bit harder, so make sure y'all warp a little far away. Kill these auxiliary guys first, because they will mess you up. Go ahead and turn on my dampeners, my coated armor plates, to kind of reduce the damage a little bit. I'm taking more damage than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, you definitely want to warp a little bit further out if you're in a smaller ship. You can't just warp to 0 here. Go ahead and take out the big guy. If my gun would target him. There we go. I'm not sure if this site's going to have any, but it should. Okay, so I'm gonna hold fire on the big guy, because apparently I can't hit him. And I'm gonna kill the close guys. Oh, we got catalytic dust. That's actually a bonus. You actually need that to make some fuel. Damon, he actually posted a video about why you need this stuff. Yeah, so I'm just going ahead and add this into the video. This catalytic dust, you'll need this to make the soft 80 and the EU 90 fuel. I'm gonna add this site into the crystal video just in case you are looking to get this. It's kind of like a little bonus ad. I was mainly talking about the crystals for the mining, but you know, this seems like a good bonus to add, so I'm just gonna leave this in this video. I might cut out some of this as well, like some of the fight scenes. So if it seems like I jumped around a little bit, that's why. Alright, I'm going to pause the video right here and scout this out to make sure that there's no chance of it having a cache hitting somewhere that I just didn't see. And if I snap to another site, it's because it didn't have a cache that had the crystals. But at least you got to see some explosions in this video. Alright, so we got another Inculcator wreckage that we know that we can get some crystals from, so we're going to go ahead and hit that. Alright, so there's not even a cache here. I'm not going to worry about these guys, to be honest with you. Alright, so I found another crumbling mining platform. We're going to give it another check. I'm going to leave the two in the video. That way you can see whether I get them or not. But I'm going to have a little bit of cuts on this one. So don't freak out. This is just going to be short, quick, and to the point on this one. Alright, this is my last drone. If I don't get anything off this, they could have changed it, or I could be getting extremely unlucky. But this has been 2 sites that I've checked of the same kind that I used to get them from, and they're not showing up. So I maybe keep an eye out on CCP, see if they updated or anything like that. And maybe it's just bugged and it's not taken out. It could just be accidental. So just keep this site in mind just in case. I mean, it doesn't hurt to check. And no crystals. Alright, next site. Okay, I'm back. For what's been only a few moments for you guys, it's been an eternity for me. If you can't tell by my fuel, I've been jumping around everywhere trying to find a site. I finally found one that I should be able to get some crystals at. Alright, so there is a drifting cache. So we're going to go ahead and loot this. We are going to loot this. There should be crystals inside that cache. If there's no caches at any of these sites that I'm posting, do not stay. You're more than welcome to stay and try and farm Lux, but, you know, if there's no cache and you're hunting crystals, there's no use. Well, that was weird. Now, if you're in a smaller ship, please don't warp to 0 like I do. If you're in like a Reflex or a Reaver or a Frigate, please warp at like 50 to make sure the site's clear. That way, if there's no cache, you don't need to fight it if you don't need to. Unless you want to farm that Lux. Don't die because you see me warping to 0. You can do this with smaller ships. I've done it. This is just the only ship I have right now because I gave all my others away. Alright, we'll be back when I hit the cache. Alright, I'm approaching the cache. And listen. I know it's cache, but I'm saying cache on purpose. There's a certain individual in my corp who likes to pick with me every time I say cache, so I'm doing this on purpose. You know who you are. But anyway, look at that. After we killed all those cruisers, we got the crystals, and this is what we talking about. We Breaking Bad up in here. So this is what we want to see. Saying the bad haul. This right here will get us an entire belt. I think it's 20 lenses for one belt, I want to say. So we got enough for a belt and a half of ore, which is good, Alright, I'll see you guys at the next site. Alright, so we got another site we're going to check out. Another ruined inculcator, see if there's a cache here. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Cache here. If there is, then we're going to do the site. If not, we're just going to warp out. Oh, there's a cache, so we're going to do this. I'm actually going to skip. Oh, there's two. Make sure if you're in a smaller ship that you warp out to 50. Don't do 0 like I do. It clearly said I missed there, but it's okay. Alright, now that all the mobs are done, I'll meet you at the next cache. Alright, so while we're on the route to the next cache, I wanted to say that I know you saw me killing all these enemies. You really don't have to. If you just want the crystals, you can literally just burn and turn and grab these caches and just try and survive that way. But I warn you, those cruisers hit hard. So if you're doing this in a smaller ship, you definitely want to do this at a distance and at least kill some of them before you come grab these caches. But let's see what this last one has. Awesome. Those are... We are Mr. White up in here, I swear. Alright, to the next site. Alrighty, I'm heading for the last site of this video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the site I wanted to show off. Probably have to just do a separate video on that one. I'm actually going to post an image of what it's going to be after I do this fight. Which there is no cache, so I'm not even going to worry about this. We're going to just skip to the end of the video. Alright, so this is going to wrap up this video. There's actually another site that I'm doing a video on later on because it's a dynamic site. Basically, that site will grow as long as you leave it alone. However, I found this the best site to get the crystals that we were trying to do for this video. I'm going to post up the images for it here. Since I didn't find one of these sites on this video, I'm going to do a separate video for it just to show off and showcase this amazing site. It literally grows if you just leave it alone. The caches become bigger with more crystals and other things. I've actually done a little bit of testing with it myself. I've tried to drop off materials. I warp out, come back, the materials are gone. Will that happen with you? Can't really say for sure. It could have just been a bug kind of deal. But when I checked the caches, they had more crystals in them. So I'm guessing maybe if you leave them alone or if you feed them or if you kill the AI that come there and stuff. I'll explain all this in the video when I actually do it. But I hope this helps you figure out where to find these crystals. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And as always, until next time, YouTube.